Hey everybody, Player Chaos here once more with Let's Play Victoria 2 as the United States of America. In the last part, we got our borders nice and clean to modern standards, and probably a bit more, judging on, this bit. I never knew this bit was in. Wait, no, this is all historical. Okay. My mistake. Anyway, but, Mexico got bad again. I'm surprised they even have a military at this point, but still, that's beside the point. In this part, we're probably going to be wasting a lot of time just waiting around for stuff to happen. And building up our army. I am hopefully dealing with our tax issue, getting a lot more money, but you never know. All the tea. How do we have that? The tea harvest is usually large this year, and nowhere is it larger than Mbella. Everywhere one ventures in the area, sacks and sacks again stand lined up, brimming with freshly picked leaves of wonderfully smelling tea. This harvest will probably set us straight for years if we're capable of leveraging it right. Should we let the farmers keep an extra portion of the harvest? Let our merchants sell it for profit? Or should we stockpile it for later use? So you can either get 20 tea, it's a cash crop, you'll just sell it straight out. It's worth quite a bit, I believe anyway. Tea is... Coffee cup, there. Tea is worth 2.9 each. We're getting 20, so that's for 40. So, and it also helps your pops down here as well. You can let the farmers keep some where it reduces militancy and consciousness in Bella. I need to actually find where Bella is. I think I know where it is. Ah, it's in this place. Yeah, it's because it's in American Balochistan. Okay, that explains that. I can spend the old base as well. And we can just get it straight out at 300. I'll get it 300. Worth more. The girl from Chattanooga. Great. This guy keep haunting me. Every time I go around there, it's the girl from Chattanooga, all this, all that. And I'm like, oh. Dred Scott v. Stanford. Dred Scott, having been a slave, remains a slave. Dred Scott, born a slave in Virginia, has, with the help of abolitionist legal advisors, sued his owner, claiming that his present residency in a free state requires his emancipation. The United States Supreme Court has ruled that this is, in fact, not the case, and effectively that the property rights of slave owners are protected regardless of where in the Union the slave resides. The case has caused enormous alarm amongst northern abolitionists, who see it as the first step to a full extension of the institution of slavery to the whole Union. Ooh, Yankee gain militancy and consciousness. That's not something I wanted. Hello, Neobis. Forgot about this line. Neobis. Really need to remember I've got both coasts now. Copperheads, debate them. Border ruffians. Affects the north. Grim news. Come on! Just won the Civil Wars of I already. Free staters. Let them sell. Grand Railroad, leave it be. This game ridiculous. I have the game finished before I even get Border ruffians. This affects the north again. Sorry, this affects non-slave states. I think the Ottoman Aegean Islands. So now we're seeing crisis. We don't take part. Well, we technically do take part, but we can take part if we want to. But because we're not in Europe, we don't have to. If there's a crisis in Europe and we're European power, we have to take part. Great power, rather. If there's a crisis in America and we're an American great power, we have to take part. Unless you're just a backer, in which case you just choose to. I'm trying to think of where I'll go. As I'm tempted to annex Liberia, but what's the migration like to Liberia? There we go. Migration is... no immigration. Well, we could technically... move them from our sphere. And we're going to justify a war against them. No. There we go. We have a crisis. So what's going to happen is that these guys are going to like, oh, okay, who do you want back? Do you want to back the Russians and Greece, or do you want to back the Germans and the Ottomans? And they'll go, okay, blah, blah, blah. These guys can offer their backers a certain prize for joining them. So let's say the UK wants to joins Russia. Russia can offer the UK a state from Germany, that sort of thing. It's very easy to get used to, and it's actually a very simple idea. It's just really annoying. There we go. So now we're going to justify a war against our poor little uncivilized nation. So, we gain established protectorate. 10 infamy if we get caught, but it's really effective. Also, we might want to invest in our navy slightly. And we're out of money. How the hell are we out of money again? Oh, because a new political party is in power. That's the navy. Oh god, that's expensive. What can I cut down on? Well, first things first, let's get these loans paid off. Leave it. 200 knights. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, hello! Finally! House divided! Before I do anything else, cancel. Right. A house divided against itself cannot stand. I believe this government cannot endure permanently half slave and half free. I do not expect the union to be dissolved. I do not expect the house to fall. But I do expect it will cease to be divided. It will become all one thing or the other. It is over. All attempts at compromise. The efforts of decades of public discourse on the issue of slavery have failed. This morning the congressmen from the southern states resigned their offices, and the slave states declared secession from the perpetual union. The states of Missouri and Maryland, along with the western part of Virginia, have declared themselves for the union, and Washington D.C. is under control of the union troops. A southern wind blows hard and our house divided. So, there's a choice. You can either take control of the USA, in which case you play as the USA, or you take control of the CSA, in which case you take control of the Confederate States of America. So, what will happen is the side you choose, you get their states. It's based on if they're slave states or not. So, if you like build the game up to be you got loads of slave states, then you go with Dixie. If you don't, you go with the Union. Or you just go with the opposite and give yourself a challenge. It's entertaining because any state of CSA core and provinces not St. Louis or Joplin or Madison. So you're going to see how this goes, right? And I'm going to go with the USA. Whoa. That's not that bad. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, other thing, we want to unite the nation, so we want to take over the majority of the CSA. They want just status quo, they want to be independent. I wonder if I can call my allies in. No, because they can't be called into a civil war. Okay. So, let's see, we've got 18 divisions, they've got 4. Okay. And we're already in their land, that's amazing. I feel so sorry for them right now. So we're also over the naval limit, which is annoying, but still. We'll live. Right, where else can we go with the clergy? History of Columbia. California. Yeah, the American Hawaiian. Iowa. Looks like the rest are good, actually. Yeah, the rest are good. Then we get into ones that just really aren't worth it. Oregon's probably the last. Colorado will be the last one we check. Yeah, so these are because these are colonies, they don't count towards your literacy. So yeah, so we move up here, and now we get to clerks because they also count towards your points. You have to have 4%. Yeah, 4% of the population to be optimal. But still, we're in Civil War now. This is going to be painful. Good news is we might actually be able to wipe out their whole army in just this. I think they have equal tech to us. Let's just check. We have tech 9. They have tech 9. Yep. Okay. Let's go. Let's try and smash him. They were wiped. Nice. We're gonna split you in half. One group go to Grenville, the other group go to Fredericksburg. We're gonna split in half as well. One group go to Richmond, the other group stay behind in Norfolk. Actually, see, that's the capital. Really? They put the capital here? You muppets. Yeah, it's kind of entertaining when you get to this point and you realise just how much you can actually do. I mean, there's actually quite a bit that goes on here. But yeah, we gotta keep an eye out. Oh dear. I think I'm gonna mobilise the populace. Because, well, for one, we've got the state to take out, we need to secure our ass. Actually, we're banned in Brazil. Malden's being occupied. Hawaii's over here, isn't it? Oh, it's close. Give us an naval base there. That's a British flag. Why have they got the mark of the Union of the Commonwealth? Actually, can we colonise anything out here? That's naval, not colony. Nope. And that is not being taken yet. I really want to get Hokkaido just to annoy the Japanese. You know, for laughs. You're 9 stack. I don't know what you've got, but I'm presuming it's infantry. One versus 4. Oh, okay. So they are mobilising the populace. So head to Washington, and then we'll get a stack ready over there. Battle of Richmond ended in our favour. We're going to ignore these for now. Bastard and sorted. North German Federation. Part relations. These damn Germans. Oh, Norfolk's been occupied. Factory costs down, good. Try and hit the guys in Roanoke. More Crusaders, you're a bit late for that. He's already moved. Siege it up anyway, and then we'll see what goes on from there. Oh god, there's 26 stack there. Stick together. I think what I'm going to do... Where are you going? Leave. It looks like you're heading over here. Washington on the rally point. Nope. So I won't be going here actually. That's not a rally point. Where's a rally point? We don't have one anymore. Oh dear. We have to try and swamp the Confederates in troops. There is a sheer lack of cavalry in this, and cannons and such. Here we go. Hunting down Morbins heading to Roanoke. The 30,000 heading to Roanoke. Head to Staunton. Head to Manassas then. You guys. There we go. Head to Roanoke. Get there on the 19th. Stay there a while. But you head to Raleigh. You are 1 day out, okay? Go! That's the pause game! every time click pause. Nope. You're not pausing. Not getting that pause. Nope. We have defensive terrain. We're getting troops over there as quick as possible. This is actually the battle that's going to define the war. And we are winning. We need to kill that stack though, preferably. That's not done enough. Where they're heading to? Lexington. Sorry, Lexi. I need to borrow you a second. Inorganic chemistry is done. Nice. Let's go with clean coal. Battle of Richmond in our favour. Which one's Richmond? Oh, there. Wait there. You head to Manassas. Let's start just sieging the Blighters up. Head to Detroit. Now, Staunton in our favour. We'll split you in half and have you guys head to Raleigh. Christ, the end of the war. Greenville's being sieged. Yeah, we've got more troops than they do. Actually, I think the war's now decided in their favour. 25-8. Wow. And it's 14% in our favour. Why do I want to add a war goal? There's no point. United Nations ends in the unification, so there's no point in the restore order Casus Belli. They got a lot of reinforcements there. Lexington. They're heading to Louisville. Carbon dip. Oh, crap. I'll get my stuff over here. What do you know? They're actually doing something smart. What is this? Send a troop over there. UK wants access. Sure, I guess. It's not going to help you at all. Grenville in our favour. They're heading to Wilmington. Sweet. That should be a kill. That's... Okay, you guys are going to go help out over here. We're going to have you guys head to Bowling Green. We're going to have you guys head to Lexington, start the siege. You guys are going to head to Asheville. Any other troops we can call up? Okay, you guys are going to head to Grand Rapids. And we're going to have you guys go to... head to Charlotte. Battle of Wilmington in our favour. And that's a stack wipe, sweet. Do we win there? Catalytic fermentation, wine production up. Win in Bowling Green. Bowling Green was a stack wipe. They can't have that much left. They're mobilising. Really? Russian aggression for the... really? What? Russian aggression for the Ottoman Aegean Islands. I have never seen a title that long before. 4 great powers versus 2 great powers. Who sat out? I sat out, Spain sat out. Ouch, Spain, what the hell are you thinking? So many wars going on at the same time. Do you want to seize Bowling Green? No. Let's push them back as far as we can. You guys are going to head to Charleston. There's a lot to do. That's going to be a wipe. Call it. You good sir, I'm going to head to Louisville. Right, what else have we got? Okay, that should be it. That should be all we need to do. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, they're contained now. This won't take too much longer. So, yeah. That's it. They're taking attrition because, you know, not enough funds. What the hell? We're taking loans? We're taking loans again. Damn it. At least we can pay these. That was a loan taken. Bollocks. Slow down, buddy. Just focus. One step at a time. Creation of Riley ended. Or Rally, or whatever you call it. That is here? Yes. Head to Columbia. We have a lot more conservatives, yes. Rub of organisation, good. They have no idea what it means when you organise. We won in Manassas. Where's Manassas? Should know these by now. There. Are you willing to take a peace deal? No, on 22 war score. They're gonna push us all the way. Oh look, a stack. Head to Oklahoma. You guys are gonna head to Fayetteville. And you guys are gonna head to Knoxville. Isn't Knoxville a fort? But one in Louisville. Head to Bowling Green. One in Asheville. Head to, this is literally now it. Grievous insult on Sokoto. Ooh, Sokoto is a nice one to get. No. No, we had to take it. We'll use that to conquer them later. Battle of Charlotte was won. Head up. And there. Yes, this is easy now. Just folding it in now. Green gold is done, sweet. Okay, let's go for mechanical production, and then next one we'll go upgrade the railroads. One in Charlotte, which is there. Yeah, actually found it for once, sweet. Head to Savannah. One in Wilmington. I will eventually learn all of these states. Just like sit down and put a finger in my head and go, yes, this is just name them all up. Bowling Green is ours. Now just to roll them up. Do they even have an army left? They don't. That's it. This is everything. What's that? Oh, there's a typo. We're actually gonna demobilize. Which actually does knock us back a few stacks, but I'd rather demobilize and get the nation back on track than just keep going in the war and go bankrupt. You know? Creation of Lower Rock is done. Besides, we won this anyway, there's nothing left. Whatever they bring at us, it's not gonna be enough. This actually helps us out a lot. Stamped out. Those, we're in Lexington, head to Knoxville. Yeah, I love this. Just zoom out and see CSA. USA! Oh, they were. Ah. After you sieged here. Okay, we're cutting them off. Let's head to New Orleans. Oh, hello. More Crusaders! Always the more Crusaders! Always! Stills bands again. Damn it, UK, you gotta stop that. Getting mean. They would not accept 85. I'm not giving them status quo, that's too easy for them. Forward. Mechanical production is done. Let's upgrade the railroads. And can we... We can't, so whatever shuts down for a while. Oh dear. Right, more Crusaders again. Siege and siege. They really love giving us more Crusaders. It's like, you know, it knows. Oops. We have a decision. Emancipation Proclamation. Oh! Hello! Hell yeah! The Emancipation Proclamation is the collective name for the two executive presidential orders issued by President Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War, declaring the emancipation of all slaves in the southern United States. By issuing the Emancipation Proclamation, we will let the world know that the stakes in the present war is nothing save the freedom of all black men in the Union. I wouldn't say black men, but still. So that is pretty much it. We don't really do this. What's it do? Good. No, no, no! We don't need that. Ooh. Don't need that either, to be fair. There's literally nothing else we need. Bixby there. Yeah, that's it. We're done. We could move the fleet out just to blockade a few ports, but we don't need them. More Crusaders. Yeah. Be nice to put in some of those things, but you know, I don't need it. But yeah, we now accept Afro-American. Because it's now an accepted culture, that puts up our national focus point thing. I don't know how it works, but you know, apparently it gives you focus points. I don't know. We're going to limit the citizenship and try and get Democrats back in. More Crusaders again! Separatism. Humiliate Caspel against Calahat. They insulted us, I guess. Patriots. Denmark's gone bankrupt. That would be an awesome time to go to war with them, but you know, it's just not worth it. It's Denmark. It's tiny. Limited citizenship. It looks like the political agenda's changed as well. Make Charles is ours. Let's go to New Orleans and siege that port. Won't be easy, we'll do everything we can. I wonder if we cancel blockade if we conquered it. I don't know. We're going to do interventionism, because I really do want to get Democrats back in. We're in Chattanooga. Just here? Nope. Nashville. I'm going to say hi to my guys. Is Cressier here? Huh. No citizens are proven a loyal subject. Which is kind of funny considering we're America, loyal subjects. I mean, I'm not saying you're not loyal, don't get me wrong, it's just ironic considering the British Empire held business. Here we go! Mother! They've opened a new store in town! 19th century saw the development of vastly improved channels for distribution of goods to broader groups of customers. The opening of new specialised industrial retailers was essential in bringing new industrial goods, produced in factories, to consumers. The new store in Dover will increase the efficiency of local farms, as farmers have to spend less time in travel to and from markets. Farming efficiency up in! Doesn't say. It's any all of them. New store in Atlantic City. Yes! It spreads! Precision work. Machine parts factory. Railroads. Nice. Okay, moving on from that, we want to get the... what is beneficial commerce? Probably the market structure. Yeah, you're moving to Savannah. Interventionism. You're done sieging. Yep. Conservative reactionaries are in power. Good. We can probably open a few of these factories then. Subsidize. There we go. All open. Should help our pocket. Nice. Lower the tariff slightly. More Crusaders, blah blah blah. It's always more Crusaders. Baton Rouge has been taken. You can move now, you know. There we go. Bias multiculturalism. Nice. Unraveling reform. As it so rightly has been stated, what a tangled web we weave. No was this more true than a bureaucratic mess that is our civil code since the wage reforms were implemented. Members of the Parliament, known for their cosy relationships with the USA's capitalist class, have begun criticising the minimum wage reform for its allegedly negative effects on the clarity, lucidity, and simplicity of our nation's code of laws. They claim that the system is needlessly bureaucratic and could be reformed. The reforms they suggest, however, mean an effective abolition of the system. Think about me at too. What? You know, I'm gonna do this one because you know I can deal with militancy. I can deal with conscience, rather. I can't deal with militancy, especially right now. Nashville hasn't taken. Head to this place. Okay, will you peace out now? No. Why not? Actually, why don't I do the other one? Oh yes, because we left alone. Mechanical saw. We're up to 67%. We're getting there. So maybe still sieging. Considering working on 3 stacks, doing quite well. 4 stacks, rather. Do you actually have any more troops? No, it's just these 4. Getting more naval bases. That's a good sound. Sharpen Robert's power looms. Nice. I love how the Virginia does actually split. There's West Virginia, and there's Confederate Virginia. They can't have that much more left. We've gone halfway around the country by now. Oh, hello. Sherman's March to the Sea. During the campaign, he conducted he conducted through Georgia in November and December of 1864. Major General William Tecumseh Sherman applied the doctrines of total war in what can be best described as a campaign of terror directed to the civilian population of the South. By operating deep inside Confederate territory and by destroying much of Georgia's civilian infrastructure, Sherman is often said to have broken the South's will to fight. Apply his methods and it might be considered the final nail in the Confederate's coffin. But this kills off a lot of the population. I don't want to do that. Because I'm taking it back. I'm literally at the point where you take it back. So there's no point. Let's keep going as we are. And what's the point in killing what you're about to claim? Head to Jackson. Actually, you head to Houston. Yeah, done. Nice. Back influence. So now let's go with all those factories. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna call this a part here. Thank you all for watching. I've been the Blow Chaos. You've been you. Join me again next time when we return to the wonderful land of the United States of America and finish off the Confederate States of America, and hopefully end this bloody war. Hey, it's getting better. See you next time, folks. Have a good one.